Okay, here, back in a brand new video. Today I have a bit of a collection update, but it's like a steelbook edition except for one movie, uh, which is just a regular DVD. This has been an interesting week for me so far. My roof was redone, so I woke up 7 o'clock 3 days ago, 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, to the loudest banging sounds ever. It was insane. Excuse the sounds, my dogs are sitting on the floor next to me. And yeah, it was ridiculously loud because they had to go up there, use the lift to get their materials up, and then nail down the roof tiles. But anywho, let's start off with the DVD release I have, which is Insidious, The Red Door, the latest Insidious film. I wanted to see this in theaters when this came out, didn't get a chance, which sucked ass, but yeah. At least I got the DVD, so I did eventually get to see it. That's cool. And my dad picked this one up for me the other day, actually. Because, like, I don't leave the house very often anymore. Mostly because, like, he has to take... My grandmother lost her license months ago because she had a drunk driving incident. Which is... it's horrible, but to me it was the funniest fucking thing in the world when it happened, because as horrible as that is, she didn't hit anyone or anything like that, but she got caught drinking and driving. And I'm wondering, well, how did that happen? Well, see, there's a park not far from me called Legion, the kids' playground and everything. Legion Park, and my grandmother decided it was a great idea to park her car in the playground parking lot and take shots and tried to drive off. Only a cop caught her before she could, and they arrested her and she spent a night in jail, and then they took her license. And I'm sorry, but as horrible as it was funny as fuck to me. Because at the time, and still now, she always talks about what a drunk my dad is when he's not a drunk. So it was funny as hell to see her get stuck in a situation she thought she would get stuck in when it never happened. It was also funny as hell to me because she spent that entire night in jail, so now she knows how it feels, because my dad had spent a night in jail years ago, because she refused to pick him up when they let him go. Like, you got to the jail, they let him go, she refused to pick him up. She refused to pick him up because she was drunk. But, I mean, that's no excuse. Anywho, but because she lost her license, my dad has to drive her around everywhere. And as a result, I no longer leave the house when they do. I only leave when it's just me and my dad, because my grandmother is a difficult person to be around. So it's one of those things where I try to be peaceful and stay away from that. Plus, I like being alone at home sometimes. But I'm not the biggest fan of... I couldn't live home... Like, I couldn't live alone. Obviously, it wouldn't work out with me because I'd probably go insane after a while with zero human interaction. But to be home alone for short bursts of time, like do whatever I want for a little while, it don't bother me. It only bothered me if it was like like a constant thing, like I lived alone. Then it would bother me, because that just sucks. Anyways, but this is the latest DVD I got. My dad had to pick this up for me because, like I said, he had to drive my grandmother everywhere the other day, so he got this one for me. Now let's move on to the steelbooks. We'll start off with the newest ones. We'll do it this way. Yeah, we'll start off with the newest ones, I guess. The first two I'm going to show off are Shout Factory steelbooks I got from my Walmart. They were $20 a piece, which is actually pretty cheap for what it is. Or at least I find it to be the cheapest. I've never seen these that price before. Usually they're more expensive, or at least I think they are. The first one is Carrie, the 1976 film. See the spine. I love the artwork on the front. You flip it over, and you get Prom Chaos. I love about it is you can see all these different things happening. You can see people running out of the prom. Let's see. You see the principal that got electrocuted. All this fun stuff. You see the fire up there by the stage. All the people running around. It's pretty cool artwork on the back of it. And it's got some distribution details written right there. And then the Scream Factory logo. The interesting thing about I can't talk, sorry. The interesting thing about this steelbook though is, which I was not expecting, the next one I have to show you is even more on it. When I was, this is a 3-disc. I was not expecting this. 4K, Ultra HD disc with Sissy Spacek's face on it, which is funny they use that image for it, but hey, whatever. It would have been neater if they used more images like this. Blu-ray disc of the film, some special features, and then a shitload of special features only on this disc, the third one. And there's some artwork behind these. Should be careful about this. Wouldn't it be funny if I fucked up a disc live on YouTube? More pictures from the film. But I like the steelbook. This is a cool one. It's heavy too because all the discs in it, like all the weight. Because normally with steelbooks it's like 1 or 2 discs. You get like a Blu-ray combo pack in one, or you get just one Blu-ray in it. At least that's the case with my Evil Dead steelbook, which I'll show in another video. Which I'm actually going to do an entirely separate video on my Evil Dead collection. So yeah, stay tuned for that, because I have a lot of copies of Evil Dead films. The next one is also Scream Factory. It's also a 4K steelbook. Army of Darkness. I love this steelbook. I love the artwork on it. This one's even heavier than the Carrie one, and I'll show you why in a second. But just let's take a moment to just marvel at that artwork. And this is his boomstick. Also, if you have never watched the movie, you have no idea what I'm talking about. All the skeletons. The king back there. Evil Ash, or the Deadite King. Flying Deadite, chainsaw in the air. The little hymn. Look at that detail. The little hymns, the little ashes that are crawling on him are even present. And then you get even more awesome artwork on the back of the steelbook. You get Sheila, Deadite Sheila, Deadite soldiers, more skeletons, gravestones, skeleton with a spear, book altar up there, and then Ash from Hardware on top of the thing in the store with a lever action rifle. Coming through the portal. It's a great steelbook. It's probably one of my favorite steelbooks I own, just because the artwork alone is badass. And I know I already own copies of this movie already, but I thought this was cool. What is different about this compared to the other steelbooks you will see in this video today is this. Put this back. There's 4 discs in this one. 4K Ultra HD theatrical cut. Blu-ray disc of the theatrical cut. Blu-ray disc of the director's cut, which is my favorite version of the film on here, because I have the old bootleg edition DVD of the director's cut, which is a real edition, by the way. Just doesn't look like it. I showed it off in another video, I'm pretty sure. But that director's cut on that DVD is very poor quality. This is a nice, beautiful HD version of that. Finally, a perfect version of the director's cut. And then the weirdest thing of this whole set is the Army of Darkness Blu-ray International cut and the television cut. I don't know why it comes with the television cut, but it does. Oh wow, I didn't notice that. The TV cut is in full screen, fun. Which, for those of you who don't know, you're wondering why it's in that aspect ratio, is because it's, again, a TV cut. They didn't have widescreen back then, the TVs in like the 90s, early 90s. That's so weird, though, that it has that freaking... So weird that it has that damn TV cut, though. That's the weirdest thing of this disc. I like the artwork on these discs, too. Because you get this artwork, which I think Scream Factory used on one of their Blu-ray releases of The Army of Darkness, if I'm not mistaken. Got the skull. Oh. Then the International Cut disc, or International Cut, Director's Cut disc, sorry, my bad. Fucked up my language again. You get Evil Ash, Undead Army. And then the theatrical disc just has the theatrical artwork on it. And then the 4K disc has the artwork that's on the steelbook on it. If I lift this up, you can see the picture of Ash there. Let's put that back in there without fucking it up, because I will get to use that. I will use that eventually. I fucking... Yeah. Not especially there, but yeah, you get the idea. This is a cool steelbook, though. It's definitely my favorite one I own. And so I thought the Carrie one was heavy when I got it. This one is ridiculously heavy because, again, the 4 discs and the disc holder, all that weight. That's great. And there's the spine. But yeah, it's a great steelbook, though. It's probably my favorite steelbook I have, though. Just because of that awesome artwork and all the cuts. This next one is one of the only ones I'm showing you today that doesn't have the title of the film on the front of it. This is also a 4K steelbook. Fright Night, 1985. Got the nice theatrical artwork. Full moon in the corner. Dang, I love the artwork on the front of this. And then on the back side you get Jerry Dandridge, the vampire neighbor, of course. Under here you get 1985 Columbia Pictures Industries Inc. All rights reserved. Steelbook. And if I open this up, this is where things get unexpected. Like, this is the most unexpected thing ever, because I thought this is 4K and Blu-ray, but here's the thing. I thought it was just 2 disc because of that. No, this one is 3 disc, like the Carrie one. This is, yeah. Oh, and this is not Scream Factory, by the way. I just want to make that clear. This is just a Sony one. It's still cool. Fright Night and Blu-ray disc. And no, I did not rearrange these. This is how it came packaged. Really weird. Fright Night Blu-ray, Fright Night 4K Ultra HD disc. And then underneath that is the special feature Blu-ray disc. Let's show you that now. It says Evil Ed, Charlie, and Amy on it. It's a cool steelbook, though. I really like that one. Now, this next one, I've talked about the VHS series on here before. It's one of my favorite horror anthology series. And they came out with a new one recently, VHS 85. But the one they had before that came out on video earlier this year in May, VHS 99. And I got it as a steelbook. Pretty sure I haven't shown this on my channel yet. I'm very surprised that they made a steelbook of this. But they did. See, what I like is they put this picture in the back and they have the directors. Maggie Levin, Johannes Roberts, Tyler McIntyre, Flying Lotus, I almost said Flighting Lotus. That wouldn't have went well. Joseph Winter, and Vanessa Winter. So, then on the inside, you get the Blu-ray disc and a DVD, and you get this picture from the To Hell and Back bit from the end of the film. I think that's what the bit was called. That's what the segment is called. One of my favorite steelbooks, because I didn't even know this existed. My dad picked this up for me because he was working at the time for a construction company. He picked this up for me on his way home from work one day when he got his paycheck, because I couldn't get out to do it, because again, he was working, so I didn't have to, but he just stayed home and didn't have it. I could have gone with him and helped him, and they would have paid me. I just didn't give a fuck to. But VHS 99, I thought that was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting a steelbook when he got this. I was expecting just a regular DVD or regular Blu-ray. No, got the steelbook. The next one I got from Star Trek's video, because my buddy Steve, who I've talked about here multiple times before, bought a whole bunch of copies of this to sell in his store. And I happened to pick one up because I didn't own this movie, and I'd never seen this movie. I've been wanting to watch it for a while, and I finally did see it. I was very happy. Maximum Overdrive. See how shiny that is. Directed by Stephen King. This is a Vestron steelbook. You see the logo there. But focus! 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 Come on, camera. Yeah. This one is just a one disc, but it's got that gruesome artwork. I thought this was awesome. Well, that was my collection update video for today. Very short, I know. I will be making that Evil Dead collection video. You'll see things you've seen before on the channel, but it is what it is. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye. I just want to add a quick note. I'm thinking about doing a live Q&A on my channel. If anyone's interested and wants to see that, leave me a comment below. Thank you. Bye again.